Hello, another video. How you doing, everyone? Out here doing some stuff, trying to get some work done here. Car made it out to the big shop to get the new cam, new piston engine in. I cleaned up some stuff in here. So I'm gonna just jump into a quick video on putting engines in. And this is the technique I use, okay? Feel free to do your own. So I have a video explaining this strap here that I support off of the torsion bars. Now the engine isn't very heavy. It's only the weight of a stock small block because of the aluminum heads and the aluminum pump and all that shit. But it has elephant ears that mount here, and the elephant ears aren't very strong when you're looking at that flex. It does use one motor mount on the passenger side, so that helps. But you need to support the back so you don't bend stuff. So this is what I do. I bring it in, set it down. I got to be real careful of my pump now because that's definitely, it's tight proximity there. But the real focus of this video I want to make is when you're using cherry pickers, engine lifts, whatever you want to call this thing. Whenever you do this, my setup, I don't know, this is a pretty old engine lift. It's got to be from the 70s, I would imagine, but it's big. But you really need, obviously but if you're new, you need to check the balance on these things and adjust them. Adjust your legs out, adjust your crane arm out so you have enough clearance to put it in the car and stuff, because you got to make it over your radiator support and all that. But this, I can't stress enough. When you first hook them up, lift your engine off the ground a little bit. See, this is just floating just off the ground. And you don't even have to really take it off the ground sometimes. There's a little spring in the stand. But get over here to the back of it. I've already tried this. And give it a little bit of a lift. And see how easy it is to tip that. Pick it up here. Try to. And if you can't and you're giving it a good try, then it's probably okay to handle all that weight. It's going to be a little less too because the stand's going to be off it. But you need to do that, because when you're doing this stuff, sometimes you get really close to, being oops, and it goes, the engine stand does a wheelie, the engine hits the car or the ground, kills your oil pan, flips this, that falls on the car. You need to check the shit, be safe in your shop. And I'm not even talking safe for you. I'm talking safe for the car or the engine. You spent thousands of dollars on these things. And, I mean, your health is obviously number one. But, if I break my toe, it'll heal. It's a lot harder to get your car fixed. So, I'm just saying, that obviously your health's number one, like I said. But what I'm trying to say is it's real easy to make a mistake that costs you a ton of money with just a little fuck up, right? So check your shit. It only takes an extra 10 minutes maybe to adjust all this correctly and make sure you're good. And don't forget, a lot of your hoists have different armature spots. For obviously you get more torque and lift out of here, but you're going to lose a little bit of speed and height. This one is fine on the back. I also use this pail. It's about 2/3 full of some type of hydraulic fluid for a tractor. I don't know what it is, 40 pounds maybe, but it's 40 pounds is like a whole aluminum head at least. So it gives you just a little bit of offset. Yeah, take that off. If I have this just balanced, like neutral, and I take that off, I can easily lift this up and it'll want to go. So that is an easy safety measure. A lot of times I'll use a big battery and set it there if there's one lingering around that's junk. But I just want to say that because a lot of times people get in a hurry and they'll be rushing, on your stuff, and you'll just forget. As well, when you're working with a hoist and you have an engine out of a car or a third member out of the car, put it on the hoist, lift it a little bit, get behind it and check. See if it's balanced okay on the hoist. These are like when you're first starting in a shop, things for a new guy to understand and always have in your mind. Is the car balanced on the hoist? Because it happens. People put stuff on a hoist and it tips over and falls on the ground. You know, it's simple physics. I've seen that shit in professional shops, right? You know, people forget they're taking a 400 or 500 pound engine or whatever that might be, I don't even know, out of a vehicle. You know, your car only weighs 3,500 or 4,000 pounds, whatever. 500 pounds out of one end and a transmission, 600 pounds is a substantial change in the balance of the car. So, you know, that you don't damage your stuff or other people's stuff or yourself, you know. So hopefully I'll be able to get this in. I'm waiting for my father to get home. I don't know where that dude is, to give me a hand just dropping this in because of just to make it easier to clear, like I said, that pump and stuff. Because I don't want to bang it. It's expensive. I don't want to damage it and have to get a new one. I could now. I bet this has enough vacuum now. I could just plug it into the booster. Excuse me. But why would I do that if I don't have to? All right, later.